This weekend, I learned something I wasn't expecting. You see, I've lost 32 pounds over the last 90 days, 3 months or so, and I've been doing all the right things. I've been showing up every single day, been making accountability videos here on YouTube. I've been working out. I've been doing mobility training and exercises. I've been eating right, and I've been doing things that get me to lose weight. But this weekend, I did a retest of a simple fitness challenge, and I'm not going to say it's a failure, but I realized that I'm missing a crucial step. And it exposed a couple of weaknesses. So today, I'm changing up the plan. Next 90 days is going to be different. So just a simple recap here. March 14th or 15th, actually, a couple days before I officially started this 110-pound weight loss journey, I did a simple fitness test. You can go back and watch the video if you want to see me get embarrassed and look really silly doing some simple things. But I did a few basic things. And then I did it again on Saturday. So it's about 100 days later. I'm not sticking to the days of 90 days so much, but about 100 days later. And I did simple things. I hopped up onto a step, right? I tried to do some push-ups. I tried to do some sit-ups. I hung from a bar. I tried to sit in a squat. And what else did I do? I walked across like a balance beam or a curb that was raised. So just basic things to test my agility, my balance, strength, and see kind of the initial thing was to see, okay, here's exactly where I'm starting and how weak I am. And some of it was really embarrassing. But then 90 days later, right? I mean, I've lifted weights. I've gone on a daily walk. Some of the stuff I've been really, really solid on. Some of it, a little bit, not so much. And I've talked about that in some of my videos, so I'm not going to rehash everything. But it was really eye-opening to think, like, I did do things easier. For example, I hopped up onto the step easier and from further away. I still could not do a sit-up. An unassisted sit-up without someone holding my feet, I mean, my stomach just does not want to go. So there's definitely some core problems. Push-ups, I did a couple, girly knee push-ups, and those were easier than the first time. The first time I couldn't really do a full push-up. I went down and just kind of fell. My shoulders and everything gave out. This time I did like 1.5 full, regular push-ups. Still is nothing to be too excited about. And I realized I've been doing overhead presses. I've been doing some side raises and shoulder workouts. I've been doing dumbbell curls, tricep extensions. And I can move weight, like weightlifting, strength training. I can move weight better than I can move myself. And I think that's a problem. And so that's one of the main reasons I'm changing stuff. I need to get stronger before I get stronger. Does that make sense? I need to really focus on my core foundational body. I got to strengthen my shoulders and my joints. I've got to, do simple things, movement things, more like physical therapy exercises almost. I've got to get everything in a better place, and then I can start adding in the weight training again. I'm all about weight training. I have no problem with that. I know you need to build muscle. I know you need to have strength training. But I think it has to be at a level that your body is ready to accept, or else you're just going to push and injure yourself. So I think for the next 90 days, I have to focus on the foundational strength, right? I'm not in the point yet where we're still losing fat, right? So I'm not to the point where I'm really going to be focusing on body composition. That's going to come after about 50, 60 more pounds. So for right now, I think I'm going to go back to some real basic stuff. So on Monday, Wednesday, Friday, what would have been my strength day, I'm going to call it foundational day. And on those foundation days, I'm going to really focus on things like core. Not sit-ups and crunches. I'm going to do more like the dead bugs and the, I don't even know what they're, the doggy pointy things, the things that focus on the inner ab muscles that kind of hold everything together. We can work on regular ab stuff later, but I think I need to work on that real inner core strength. Things like holding myself in a push-up position. So I'm not even talking about going up and down. I'm talking about just holding there. Because I can tell you right now, my shoulders and my upper pecs are wrecked from Saturday. And I'm going, how? I don't feel like they've gotten that wrecked from actually doing some bench press over the last 3 months. So it's really kind of odd to me. Now, some of you fitness buffs may have an idea of why or whatever, but once again, I know that this shoulder is jacked up. I got pain back here. I got pain sometimes here. Sometimes lifting up, something like a Coke Zero. Ooh, that could even like hurt, or reaching and kind of tweaking something weird hurts, but yet I can rotate it, But I think if I were to like throw a softball or a baseball or something, that would hurt. So I'm trying to strengthen these things. I'll probably do some mobility type things. Like that hurts right there. So maybe some light band work. I'll probably put together a plan over the next day or so, and then I'll let you know exactly what I'm going to do Monday, Wednesday, Friday. And I don't think I'm going to be altering really upper and lower body. It's probably going to be a mix. I'm going to do more of like core foundational strength Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday are going to be more of the mobility and stretching, more of like, the Tai Chi type, trunk twist and, big bears. And I have my own names for things. I just make crap up. But I'll probably keep doing that type of stuff on the mobility days, but on the foundational strength days, I'll let you know exactly what those things are going to be for those of you that are interested. But even like someone mentioned the other day, I think it was Derek on one of the comments saying, even something simple like touching your toes, just working on some basic stretching, basic flexibility, mobility, core strength, foundational strength, and then once I'm feeling good and I can knock out some push-ups and things, and even just holding that in that position feels good, then we can start trying to do actual push-ups and just slowly ease into everything until we're hopefully over the next 90 days, then we're back into full-blown, I can do some weight training. And if the shoulder doesn't start to feel better, then I'm probably gonna have to go get an MRI and get it looked at and see if there's, if there's some actual damage in there. Can't get a surgery though, because I got to get my eye fixed. So it's a little defeating, but we're going to pursue and we're going to persist and we're going to continue on. So I want to reiterate, I'm not quitting strength training. I think it's very important. I'm trying to focus on foundational strength so I can earn the right to strength train harder. Does that make sense? And again, 90 days ago, I may have considered where I'm at right now a huge failure, and it would definitely motivate me to quit. Then I'd spiral for 6 months and have to restart it and remotivate myself again. What I'm doing right now is it's kind of like day one again for the next 90 days. I'm trying to take a pure assessment of where I'm at, set some new goals that I think are going to be good for me for the next 90 days, and then execute. Do the plan daily. Do what we've been doing every single day, showing up. My goal is not to prove that I'm strong. The goal is to become strong, right? And sitting at a desk for 30 years, I'm weak. And that's okay. It's okay to admit that. It's where I'm at. So I am doing better than I was 90 days ago. Don't get me wrong. 32 pounds down. A lot has changed. But to me, that's just like step one. Okay. Now we're on to step 2. This may be a 10-step process. I don't know, to get me back to where I really want to be and where I need to be. 32 pounds down. We're not there yet. We got a long way to go, but I know what the next step is and what it's going to be for me. Now, for you guys, I would encourage you, do some of the same. I know some of you struggle. I'm not alone, man. Guys, again, there may be a few hundred people who watch this channel on the regular basis, and there may be like 50 or so that comment on a regular basis, but I think there's millions of people in our same boat. We are not alone, and I think, especially over the age of 50, I've always heard it said, it just gets harder. The older you get, the harder it gets. So I want to be smart about it. I'm still going to do dietary. I'm still going to be doing a ketogenic diet. But I have noticed something, I think. The off-plan meals, as long as they're planned off-plan meals, I tend to do okay and just jump right back in. It doesn't spiral into a weekend or something like crazy. And actually, I can kind of be tracking my weight patterns. And a lot of times if I do because with keto, it's pretty low carb. I usually stay below net 20 carbs. But I find that if I have an up day where I actually do more of a couple of free meals or something like that, and I do have more of a carb up day, I don't actually just start throwing on weight. If a couple pounds come on, then usually as long as I get right back on, boom, it comes off and then some. And so I may experiment a little bit with that. I'll let you guys know as I go. But as far as the foundational diet will still be kind of a high protein ketogenic diet, more of a ketovore, carnivore. I got that new Weber smoker. I'm going to be putting that to the test, quite often, grilling and searing and smoking and making Candace some good dinners, And so dietary won't change a whole lot. You may experiment with a little bit some carb cycling, and then like I said, the fitness is the biggest thing. I'm going to change that plan up for the next 90. And we'll see how I feel. If 45 days in, I start feeling like I'm getting stronger and doing well, I may change it up again. I'll let you guys know. Why am I going to let you know? Because we're here every day doing it every single day. We're showing up. We're taking care of business. And you'll start seeing my accountability shorts again here real quick. I stopped doing them because I've just been trying to figure things out. So in the next day or so, as soon as I got those things dialed in, I'll get back on my regular routine. I will not be going out for walks until after dark now because it is just too hot. It's like 110 degrees. I think tomorrow's supposed to be like 114. Hot wind just does not go well. So I'll probably be switching that up to rebounding. I've got a little walking pad I can do here in the house. There's definitely things I can do. If I really feel, optimistic, I've got a rowing machine I could pull out and do. But for the most part, I'll probably be rebounding in the walking pad and just kind of all this foundational strength and mobility training. So, and a good diet. So anyway, that's what we're doing. I appreciate you guys showing up. That is the new plan. That's what I'm going to do for the next 90. Now that I'm going to put it all together, start executing. We'll have daily accountability shorts. We'll have daily uploads for the starting over 53. Plus, we're going to start integrating a few more cooking and smoking videos on the Weber Searwood XL, as well as I'll probably do some more walk videos and some different things like that. And you'll probably see some Disney videos over the next 90 days. So anyway, that's where things are going. And appreciate you being here. Thanks for all the kind words and comments. And if you're new here, follow along. We're doing it every single day. I'm going to hit that goal, and you can do it with me. We're supporting one another together, and we're going to get there. So follow along, hit the like button, and share it with a friend. Anyway, we will see you tomorrow. Dude out.